In this video, we'll be looking at content development strategy. Yes, for anyone that want to make money online, you see, this is the beginning of your failure or your success, because it starts with the idea, moving into translating the idea into real content. Then the overall destination there is for you to make money, which is monetization. So because most of you have a faulty foundation on how you started, it became very difficult. Some of you have got your account banned. Some, even after putting all your effort, you can no longer make money from that particular content because you were following the wrong things. But what if you have this as a first step in your journey? This would have saved you all those nonsense, all those misleading ideas that those content creators have told you over the years that you did, and you eventually failed. You failed even to meet up with the rules that are governing those platforms. First, let me go to my email to show you certain things. When I come to my email here, you get to see here is software to behind your competition. So this is content, because most of you have a faulty foundation because you think content is only videos. You can see this is content in an email format, well written by a top email copywriter. If I come here, you can see this is another email from a top content writer. In this case, this is a blog post, and you can see not only write up, there are text attached to it. If I come to my WhatsApp, you can actually see another one again. This is another content in form of a religious write-up. If I go further again, you can actually see this is another image again, which is in form of image. Sorry, this is content in form of image. So some of you think it is only video, but for you to succeed on this internet space, you must understand how all these things work. Because for you to make money, it's not about just posting random content or posting random things on the internet space. You need to be strategic, and you must have a proper strategy on how to go about it. Because the faulty foundation that most people started with is Facebook is paying. So you think by just coming online to create random things and post, or YouTube is paying, you are going to fail, because failure to plan is an automatic plan to fail. So like if I go to this particular page now, you can actually see this write-up that you are seeing here is actually content. Yes, well written, well optimized. If I come here again, you can see there is a video here. If I come to this very point, you can see an image. So the overall goal of content creation, putting everything together, is to make sale, which you can actually see there's a price here, and there is how to go about it. So irrespective of whatever business model you want to do on this internet space, whether you want to be a freelancer, a content creator, an influencer, build your own business, build your own brand, sell your own product, this is the overall goal of the entire concept of content creation. And how do you achieve this? For you to achieve this, it means you must have a content development strategy, which is what I'm talking about here. That means you first have a starting point where you have your idea on what you want to do, and then putting up those content. Those content will involve images, text, and videos, as I've showed you earlier. So if we go further now, at this very point, so for us to achieve this, you must have a clear objective of what you want to do. Because let me tell you, posting random things have never paid anyone. Even if it pays, it only is temporary. People who become successful on this internet space are people who have content development strategy. So that is what will make it possible, because the overall goal of anyone giving you his or her money is when you have what it takes to solve their problem. I've shown you my dashboard before, and that is the truth. Because just the way you are watching this video, you will not be willing to carry your money and give any random person you see on this internet space, because everybody is careful. Everybody needs this money. So, but the interesting thing there is every day we spend money knowingly or unknowingly. That's the bitter truth. So as you are watching this video, let me tell you the truth. We have already spent money to buy data to watch this video. That means you are giving people who have access to this internet space to give you opportunity to access the internet space. So irrespective of how you see it, it's left for you how you decide. If you decide to be on the losing side, that is your own problem. You end up as a final consumer. So that means for you to make this, you first need to have a niche. That means you must pick a niche, and that niche must be a problem solving. That means you must have potential to identify problems in that particular niche to solve. And then for people to trust you, that means you need, because they will not, even though you have solution, they will not be willing to give you their money just like that. They must first understand that you can address their fears. Because if you pick a niche, yes, people have problem with trusting things they see on this internet spaces, because a lot of people have been scammed. Even some of people that are watching this video, as you are watching this video to this particular point, you agree with me that before you even watch this video, you are even doubting if it will actually address your problem, even though the video is free. But what if I said it is a paid course? But you get to appreciate what I'm talking about here. So now, the common fears of people in that particular niche, you must address it, and how to solve those problems. How do you intend to solve those problems? And then give them an offer. Yes, this is where the entire concept of the money comes into play, because in everything you are doing, you must be able to pitch your offer to those who have those problems, so that you can actually help them to solve those problems while they pay you in return. Because the reward for you solving their problem is to you to make money. That is why the internet space is there. So that means for you to achieve this, we are going to have ChatGPT to help us in this particular case. And in this case, we have a well-written right up here. Hello chat, give me content idea for, let's say for example, we are picking a restaurant niche. Irrespective of your niche, you can copy this particular template and then just put your niche here. And then that means the area, whatever business model you want to have. So the following template to make the content guideline more engaging and solution driven, because you want to put, because when you are putting out content there, you are trying to develop relationship with people who are watching, following what you are doing, because you are not just trying to post random things, that any random, because if you do it randomly, you will not see any result, because sooner or later you are going to be frustrated. So you first look at the problem in that niche, getting good diet, because in the restaurant niche, people have problem of getting good diet. Yes, you wonder why people want to prefer to go to certain places to eat, because they understand that the person who is making that food is actually doing it to satisfy their need. Beyond just getting satisfaction, people look at good diet. You must identify the type of people you want to solve. The common fears, yes, because getting decent meal is for some people. There are some people that will never go to some kind of restaurant because maybe the environment is not neat enough. So you must look at all those. Then how to prepare, how to solve those problems. You see, there are people that work in their offices, they want the food delivered to their offices at their own comfort. That means you must have a good delivery system and then give them an offer. So how do you give them the offer? You give them different range prices based on their own interest. So in this particular case, we are going to copy this particular template now, which you can apply it in almost every niche. We are going to copy this, then we'll go to ChatGPT. By the time we come to ChatGPT, here, let's go to ChatGPT. That is an AI. It's not necessarily ChatGPT. You can use any of the AI driven platform you have access to. So we are going to paste this here. We'll ask the question. Then by the time we tap into it, you see it's going to give us a solution. You see, you can see that it is writing the solution down. Problem in niche, getting good diet. So you can see now, you can see it's breaking it down. It's breaking it down for us. So it's breaking it down for us. So it has broken everything down for us. Now the next thing we'll do is, now that we have our information well prepared, the problem in niche, getting good diet, many people struggle to find healthy diet, delicious meal, and the rest of them. So for you to break this down, that means this is your content development strategy. If you are into the restaurant niche, I'm picking it as an example now. The common fears, how to solve the problem, and the rest of them. Then you begin to break it down, whether in form of video or in form of text or article, for those who are into blogging. So by the time you break it down, you can decide to pick any of these and then say, please expand this point. You can now say, please expand this point. You can now put quotation mark, Control V. I will now copy this particular point. So it's going to give me an idea on what I'm expected to do. So you can see many people struggle in finding healthy diet. So you can see it's giving me a very nice lack of time to cooking, and the rest of them. So these are the kind of things, the discussions you are going to be posting on your social media. Healthy food often feels expensive. Then at the end of everything, you will now pitch the solution. Our restaurants, so you can see. So it's now, so these are the solutions you are going to put for them, and affordable pricing and the rest of them. So these are content development strategy that you look up to. So for the case we are going, this is for the restaurant niche. I will now go back to the email I showed you earlier. I'll go to show you how this person is using it very well. So that means that is why I talk about copywriting a lot over the period of time, and sales and marketing, because you need to understand how to do this. For the case of this person, they say here is some sure way to fall behind your competitor. Declare SEO as dead or stop optimizing your content. Sure, the strategy that worked 5 years ago may not work today, but businesses that embrace the shift continue to thrive. So you can see in this case, this person is trying to talk about SEO, how to make yourself available on the search engine. So at the end of everything, you now pitch his offer. He say, here is what you need to know about the future of search engine. So everybody who is on this internet space has this particular problem, trying to appear first on Google search. By the time you click this particular link, it's going to bring you to this website now, officially now. Then you get to see, is SEO dead? He's trying to raise your fear about SEO. You can see how strategic it is. Then by the time you read further continuously, you get to see how he breaks down the entire process of SEO. The key takeaway: SEO continue to drive more half of website and the rest of them. So Google search engine and the rest of them. So he's actually giving you a solution on what you should look at for. So the interesting there is, by the time you read further, you get to see where he places an offer. You can see on this blog post here, he's already having services he's offering. So for those who are interested, when you click it, you get to see that we might be charging you some little money to help you solve some kind of problem with your SEO. That means making yourself available on search engine. So this is just another way you can clearly see it now. And when you read, you get to see that you try to attach pictures at relevant points, even making sure that the bullet points are well arranged. So you are going to be learning more on content creation as time goes on. So this is how you get to build this strategy to a point where you make money with it, because just posting random things on the internet space will never give you money. And this is why a lot of people have gone to a stage where they think the entire internet space is scam. But sorry, it's not really scam as much as that. So failure to understand these things is the reason why a lot of people, when we tell them, okay, this is what they should do, they begin to feel like, you are trying to waste their time. Yes, the entire process of making money on this internet space, you need to have a curriculum. If you can go to school to spend 6-7 years in the university just with the hope of trying to get a job which can barely pay you a salary that can give you 3 decent square meal in most cases, especially in most African countries, imagine now you are coming to the business side of making money. Now you want to learn it in a 5-minute video, which is practically impossible. This is why a lot of people fell for this trap, where you get to see this type of images, these videos like this that tells you TikTok is paying, YouTube is paying. No any platform is paying anybody. What they do is they must first identify with you that you are actually solving people's problem. That means if you can have a YouTube channel that is paying you up to $10, that means you have the potential of making up to $100 from that YouTube channel. That is the truth. I'm speaking from experience. If you have a Facebook handle that is paying you up to $10 in a month, you have a potential of making up to $100 from that particular YouTube channel, from that particular Facebook or TikTok handle or whatsoever platform that you are using, because these people understand that you are not making the best use of it. So that is why they are paying you those peanuts. A lot of people, if they understand this thing, they wouldn't suffer themselves doing those things. I've shown you guys my dashboard severally. You get to see how I use these things to the best of my ability. So I believe you learned something in this particular video. As time goes on, I'm going to be showing you the strategy on how to use each platform, because every platform is designed in a unique way. If you are into a particular solution type, there are platforms you need to use. If you are into entertainment, every social media platform has the way they behave. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Fiverr, and the rest of them. So all those platforms, they have specific ways you can use to monetize. Those are monetization platforms that you use to gain your publicity and then see how you can make money from it. Because if you don't know how to use it, forget it. You are just going to be wasting your time. This is why a lot of people go to create account in different platforms, believing that those platforms will pay them. The truth there is the owners of those platforms are there to also make money, so they cannot carry money and just give you like that. The same thing with all these Facebook and the rest of them. Yes, they are there to make money. They are spending billions to keep this platform running. So you cannot be smarter than them. They know what they are doing better than you. So it's left for you to now put your brain, put your thinking cap to make the best use of those platforms. Else, you are going to be wasting your time. If you like post 1,000 videos every day, you are going to be wasting your time if you don't follow the rules, because they have placed those rules to ensure that they don't want anybody that will tamper with their reputation. So you have to walk along their lines and follow all their instructions, which if you don't follow, all your effort can be in waste. So in my subsequent video, I'm going to be breaking down some of these things more in a much more in-depth perspective. So that means the entire essence of monetization is for you to make money, and then for you to distribute this content before thinking of making money, you must first have idea on who are your target audience, who are your customer. If you are a freelancer, who are your target customer? If you are a business person that you want to sell your product, who are your target audience? If you are somebody who want to help people into all sort of solution, content creation, editing videos and the rest of them, who are your target audience? How do you identify them? So this is it. Then as time goes on, I will now go further in my next video to show you the content distribution strategy that you need, understanding your target audience and social media. What are the type of people on Facebook? What are the type of people on Instagram? What are the type of people you have on YouTube? What are the type of on all these platforms? And then how do you now go further to make sure that you use them to make money with it, which is when we begin to look at content monetization and their inbuilt program, as well as your own monetization strategy. Thank you once again. I believe you learned something in this particular video. So see you in my next video.